Hi guys, Brad the Builder. Welcome back. I have a great show planned today for you. I'm meeting Andrew and Macy Flair at a home that I had designed and built probably about 7-8 years ago. It's well over 10,000 square feet and has so many unique high-end features that I'm so excited to share with Andrew and Macy to give them a sense of what Archistructure's able to do. So stay with me. I think you're going to enjoy the show. Hey Andrew.
Good morning.
You beat me. This is the house I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
It may not be your style, but we hopefully get some great ideas here today. This home is built in 2014. It's probably close to 10,000 square feet. And back then, it was probably knocking on the $5-6 million door with prices going up.
Yep.
I don't know where it's at today, but it's got a lot of cool stuff. Let's go take a look. All right, come on in. Wow. What do you think? Yeah, we try for wow effects on every house. So if you don't say wow, then it's not your house, right? Yeah. So the wow effect here is what we're going after is a floating staircase, and it's all steel. But the real impressive thing is this big glass skylight.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
No, it's custom built. You can stand on it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because some people go, what happens in a hailstorm? And we joked with the homeowner. I said, well, we'll just put hard hats on and get some beer and pizza and see. But it's rated for that. And it's been through several storms since. There's a little Flair baby. All right. So come on through. You'll notice all the floors are a marble style and all smooth. There's not one step in the entire house. I built this for the client who has MS. It's difficult for him to move around the house. So more and more people are wanting barrier-free homes. And also, as you know, when you're in your house, if we start designing it, this home is about being open and part of the family. So even though it's a big house, they still didn't want to have rooms. They even have a bar in the middle of the house because it looks to the outside. They're all about entertaining. So you never really leave each other, right, as you're living in the house. Yeah, but then this leads us into, which is a great room people love, is a Four Seasons room. It's a secondary living room on the main floor. But this is set up to a point where we can close all the doors from the house and then open up all these doors. So you're literally living in your house, but being outside. We have a powder bath right behind you. So the house has to function when you have guests. It's always awkward. Where do you have to use the restroom? You kind of want to do the old go around the corner where the bathroom's at. You don't want to open up to the kitchen. So those are things we're always conscious of in our designs. All the ceilings for higher end homes they're smooth. It's a difficult thing to do. We can put light texture on them, but they're not forgiving at all. So if there's a problem with the ceiling and it gets snow on the ground, you're going to see it. Let's take you over to the master side of the house. So when you have these big open rooms, it's important to kind of separate the master. So you don't want to be close to these living entertaining areas. So that's entertaining. So if somebody wants to go to bed, they can go to bed and not hear the noise. On the way to the master, I want to show you what we've done. This wood, all this dark wood is called rift cut oak. And we use so much rift cut oak building this house. I think we went through 3 different manufacturers and shops in 3 different states. And I think we took it all. Wow. But things that people don't pick up on is, it's the architectural element. And we work with designers that help you come up with, make this yours, right? Every fireplace should be a new design. We've never done the same one twice. So this is a floating granite. It looks simple, but it's very complex because if someone stands on it, you don't want it coming off, right? So a lot of structural stuff going in behind there. Things we've done too is the ceilings, if you notice, the drapery come out of the ceiling. So it doesn't look like it's attached to the wall. It looks like it's a part of the house. And these are on remote controls that retract, open and shut. And again, we design this home based on what are the views. You don't want to come into your house and look into your neighbor's house. So most residential neighborhoods, you have neighbors real close to you. So we want to focus everything looking out to the back.
Got it.
All right, so come on down here and check out this transition as we go from the living area into another part of the house. They have his and hers office. This is his office. And if you notice in here, you might like for your house, but this is a real antler chandelier. Doesn't that look awesome?
That's my style pretty good.
So some guy goes around and all over and picks these up and makes them. So there's plenty of companies that fabricate them, but that's the real deal, and it comes at a real deal price.
Yeah. Well, I've got a lot of deer. Maybe I can just make my own.
Yeah, let's make your own.
Maybe just DIY.
Yeah, bring them together. That'd be awesome, making your own. as we transition down to the master bedrooms don't have to be huge. You know, a lot of times they get really big, but you have to pay attention to when you're in bed. If you use your bedroom as a living room area, as another part of your house, then maybe we should talk about making it a little bit bigger. But if you're watching TV, the rule of thumb typically is you don't want to be any farther than 12 feet away from a television, which means your bedroom is 12 foot. That sounds small. Maybe 13 is plenty big, but you can always go wider so that you can put nightstands. This happens to be a built-in bedroom set that the designer worked with the owner and created all this rift-cut oak wood. Then they have a fireplace, TV. You know, if you notice we have this lift system in the future that if he should need help on walking, we can get a lift that will take him from his bed into the bathroom. And if you notice up here, this is maybe nothing important to you, but a lot of times people put these lift systems in and then they forget that they have to go through a door header. Then it doesn't work. So these pocket doors slide over. They create privacy, but yet at the same time, it's high enough where the little motor, the lift, goes right above the door. And you can see here that there's not one step, you know, going into the shower. It's one transition going in. And then his and her closets when you're building a home of this size. You don't want to share a closet because
she takes up all mine. So
you got to protect your 4 shirts and 2 shoes.
Exactly.
So, and then in this room, because it's so far away from the other part of the house, we added a laundry room. So just for the master. It's kind of nice because all your clothes are generated here. Why pack them up and haul them down the hall and then to bring them back? And then the closets, they're not just your standard closet, they're custom closets. We'll meet with the client and figure out how you hang your pants. What do you have, long dresses and short, whatever, and who needs drawers. So you can see in here what this looks like. Very rare do you see big, beautiful cabinets, and it's the same wood that's in the entire house, all that rift-cut oak. So, Andrew, you'd have your own space.
That's good.
I'm watching after you if you do that.
That's awesome.
We're like watching out for me.
Watch out for Macy. So as we go back, a feature I wanted to point out to you guys is this home has an elevator. So it makes sense if you're making a barrier-free home. So this has been set up where an automated door.
Wow, you wouldn't even know that's there.
I had no idea. Isn't it? Yeah, it all blends right in.
Yeah.
And that's part of it. You know, people don't want to draw attention to elevators. They just want to know that it's there. But it also has to be where it's supposed to be, which is by staircases. So the idea is that if the guest, and he's in a wheelchair or a Segway, that he's going to give us a tour of the house, he can't go down the stairs. So he'll get in the elevator. This thing's set up timed perfectly for him. So then we'll go downstairs, and then he would show up at the exact same time. So that's the main level. Now let's get in the elevator and let's enjoy the ride. Let's go upstairs and show you some of the other cool features of the house. Macy, you can drive the elevator.
Okay, I've done this.
Let's see. Oh, got it. All right, we'll see upstairs. All right, we've arrived on the 2nd floor.
That was convenient.
Wasn't it nice?
I'm building a ranch, but I feel like I need an elevator. So
you might want to change, put another floor on it for you. So what's nice, again, we arrive, the elevator right at the top of the steps. What's fantastic is the natural light that all this skylight brings in. That chandelier that we see by the front door, there's a grid system on there, and it looks architecturally correct, but one of those panels lifts out so you can service if you need to, because it's on a lift. I can hit a button downstairs and the whole thing lowers down so you can change the light bulbs.
Got it.
So makes it real easy. So upstairs we have it where we have the living room, and behind this beautiful wall is where the TV is. So what's nice about this is that you have an upstairs living room, you also have an outdoor patio, and when you're sitting on your couch watching TV, you got this unbelievable view of looking outside. Earlier we just saw a hawk fly over.
That's crazy.
Then the bedrooms for the kids are on the opposite side of the house, opposite of the master bedroom. We never put bedrooms on top of master bedrooms. Each bedroom has its own private bath, and 2 of the 3 have private balconies.
Okay.
So as we come in here, again, all the doors are 8 foot tall throughout the entire house. That's a good thing to point out. That's a must, I feel. The bedrooms are very nice size. We have walk-in closets, so there's really no need for any more furniture in the room. So this, again, was custom built in. That was the homeowner's choice. Each kid got to pick out what they wanted in their bedroom. But they all have their own private bath, and the quality of the craftsmanship and the cabinetry is the same throughout. It doesn't ever take a back seat because it's a kid's room. A lot of times people say, well, my kids don't need nothing that nice, but at this price range, you really can't stop. but to full tile showers, and it goes all the way to the ceiling. And we even carried it out to the wall. So again, this is a barrier-free shower as well. So for a kid, this is pretty nice. I grew up with one bathroom. We all waited in line, crossing our legs to get in, because I had 2 sisters.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Each bedroom is separated. There's not one common wall to a bedroom. So again, it's all about privacy and making it functional. And that separation of rooms kind of keeps the family happy. So let's go take a look. I'd like to show you the lower level. I don't use the word basement because basement sounds like it's in the hole in the ground. This is a lower level. It's another continuation of the finishes that we have in this house downstairs. So the lower level is where you can break the rules, have fun, and you want to create it like an entertaining space is what they chose to do, because you've got plenty of bedrooms already. What do you do with all this volume? And you got this big space, but we broke it up with ceiling details. So if you notice in here, you can see it's got a little transitional that's all, again, rift cut oak that defines the media room. And then you have the billiard rooms off that side. So when you're also on the other end is the full bar. With this full bar, which is nice, is there's 2 different heights for a bar. Kitchen height is 36 inches. Okay, so that's like the back counter. And then if you want to go a bar height, it's 42. So they like the idea that you can stand up. It's nice. So if someone's sitting down, eye contact's good. But all your stuff is on the 36 countertop height. It's hidden out of the way.
Yep.
Then there's some rules of thumb. People go in kitchens, they like to keep it one level so they can lay everything out. So we're seeing mostly people, this was the old way of doing it in kitchens, but in bars it's very standard. But now we're seeing people wanting big islands, which we have upstairs.
Yep.
So the things we've added in here, you may not even notice, is, well, you can see the microwave, looks like the only appliance, but we have a dishwasher, got a dishwasher here, the paneling, and then we have refrigeration. See, it's all, how beautiful, and then ice maker.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't even know.
You would know?
I wouldn't know that's anything that's there.
Yeah, I slammed it shut. So everything disappears.
Yep.
Another nice feature that we're starting to see is called these waterfall edges. Have you ever heard that term?
No, never heard that.
So they take the countertop and they waterfall it down.
Got it.
It makes it a little challenging sometimes because they want to put outlets in them, the code guys. So we're combating that a little bit now in the future, where we can do a little pop-up stuff, or we can put them on the back side.
Got it.
So with this room, it kind of transitions to the bar, and then you have this nice table where you can play games at. But he excavated underneath his garage. So he's got a 4-car garage, which creates a huge hole in the ground.
Yeah.
It's all concrete. What do you do with that? And this case, we put a big wine cellar in. So he has a big wine collection, but didn't want to kind of make it look like it's real big. So we did 2 wine rooms inside one. So as we go into the wine cellar, this is one of 2 wine cellars. So when you look into it, it doesn't look like a huge one. It is quite large. This is kind of the showcase of some of the wines he has.
Okay.
But what is really exciting for the room is that he has this huge wine collection, and now you open up into this room.
Wow.
And the temperature is always 56 degrees. There's a humidity content that he maintains, and all that's been done. You can see through the ductwork up on the ceiling and down below. But these wine racks, we can design these if you want something like this in your house where it just holds 1 bottle. These happen to hold 2. So when you calculate it out, I think this wall holds like 1,000 bottles, and I think that one holds like another 1,000. So I think it's anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 bottles of wine. There's collectors out there. For me, if it tastes good over $10, I'm in, right? Yeah. So I had to ask him which is the most expensive one here, and I can't even remember because he doesn't.
Wow, that's crazy.
But though this is an idea of what you can do underneath, a garage. And what's perfect about this space is a wine room needs darkness. It needs to be damp and cold, and then we control that with its own heating and cooling system. But other things we've done in this space, we put in basketball courts. You might look at something like that with young kids.
What about bowling alleys?
I've designed one.
Bowling.
Would you? That would be fun. I've not done a bowling.
Maybe we got
No, there we go. I love fun stuff. I'm not that good of a bowler, but we can give it a go.
It sounds like a good time.
Well, the other things too, see the stone wall? This is the same stone on the outside of the house that we brought in. So it's a little bit of what we call repetition of theme. You can see the column corners. There's so much detail in the house that it's hard to wrap your brain around it. A lot of people say they have to come back 2 or 3 times to take it all in.
To really
Yeah.
understand
Right.
it. Yeah.
So I'm not here really to overwhelm you with stuff. I just wanted to show you what the details we can do with this style of home.
Yeah.
We've never built the same one twice.
Got it.
So now you've got a sense of what the wine room we can do as a possibility. Now we can show you something that exercise rooms are becoming quite popular in people's homes. So let's take you down and show you this exercise room. So at this end of the house, there's a 5th bedroom for guests and another half bath, okay? So, which actually it's a full bath for your guests. But then this goes into the exercise room, which we did a full mirror wall. This is all, the floor, the matting is a special gym floor. Again, we got the these are all 10-foot high ceilings. Our lower levels in this house, we took up, most basements, the old days were 8 foot, then we went to 9 foot, now we're going to 10 foot. So when you're in a lower level, yeah, you can't tell what level you're on. And so the same woodwork, baseboards, you know, we got a lot of windows all looking out, so it's a very inviting place to come to and work out in here. So this is something to consider. We could put anywhere in a person's house. A lot of times, you know, they want them down out of the way, so if the music's playing, it's not waking anybody up. Okay. All right. So there's a part of the house I want to show you that they have a swimming pool that's unbelievable, which we'll have to come back and show you in the spring. But this is where they will entertain their guests. So you got to come look at this. And the placement of this is that it's off the pool, so you can get to the bar if you wanted to. But you also have, with wet feet, swimming pool. So if you think about putting a swimming pool in your house, you need to have a room where your guests can come and have a bathroom. So these are specially designed that when someone sits on this with a wetsuit, the little slots in there are actually tilted. The water won't sit, it'll run off.
Got it.
A little like a fun wood sink. That's real wood.
Oh, really?
Wow. And then for privacy, it's a big open room, but we have a pocket door. And then what's nice, they are exactly like the rest of the house. But now you come into a toilet and a full shower.
Got it.
So you've got places for your guests. They can hang their towels. They always have backpacks and coolers and things. So you need a place to put their stuff. So this kind of gives them a sense of having a room when they come visit for swim days, right? Right, all this. So their stuff is in here, out of the way, close the door. But the cool one is we created a kitchen because they already have a bar. So we created this, again, more nano walls. All these glass doors open all the way up. So this becomes outside. And then they come in, they're always looking for something to drink and shade and a bathroom. So you got basically a full kitchen. You got your cooktop, you got a stainless steel sink, dishwasher. Pretty sure we got one, yeah, dishwasher. And then we have things like the rollout trash cans. So, and then this, look at this monster refrigerator. This is what they also have in the pantry.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be running up and down the steps. So make it extremely functional. So when you've got ice for drinks, use ice cream, your frozen food, because right outside the door in the summer is one of 2 barbecue grills. We have one upstairs and one down. The one downstairs has a little electric key that opens up the garage door and it keeps it nice and clean. Then everybody just hangs out at the pool. You got a hot tub, swimming pool, fire pit. It's a mini resort.
Yeah, that's what it
Ultimate
seems like.
entertainment.
Yeah. As you can see, this house has a lot of beautiful features and a lot of unique things that like every homeowner would want.
Yep.
But I got one more thing that's going to be special for you, Andrew, and it's a man cave. Doesn't everybody need a man cave?
That's what I told you. I said the only thing I care about is cool man cave.
Okay, you got to see this. This is cool. Okay, when I hit this button, watch what happens.
That is crazy. You would have no idea there's a room back
No,
there.
do you? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Come on and check out this man cave. Isn't this something? Even the details we did is the ceiling we designed is all this is like an alder wood, but then we actually used a commercial fencing. And then I saw it and I said, well, let's put that on the ceiling. So we painted the ceiling black, put the metal up there to give it a sense of room, right?
Yep.
It was because the walls are at different angles. Those shelves up there are redwood cedar from California.
Nice.
Real expensive stuff.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And we left a live edge. So
Yeah, I can see
isn't
it.
that cool?
Yeah.
So, and then that's the bear that the homeowner has. But you can see what's cool, this house has so many electronics and internet. It's very advanced AV technology.
Got it.
That instead of putting it in a back room, I said, we got to have all those lights flashing in your man cave. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Man.
And it's on a roll-out rack, so if you ever have to maintain or maintenance, it all just slides out.
Got it.
So he can use this room as a safe room. It's his way to kind of get away from the family if he wants to, or I'm not sure how much they use it because there's a lot of space you can see in this house, but
yeah.
this is just his space.
like it.
But what I wanted to show you, you being into the outdoors, is that this guy has quite the gun collection.
Okay.
And we built a steel safe vault room, if you will, under the front stoop, so it's in caps with concrete.
Got it.
So check out what we've done here. When you go into this room, what's kind of cool is if you have friends over, you can actually just turn off the light and then hit the light, and then you can see in. We can punch.
Wow.
We have a code that we punch in,
Yep.
and it releases a 1,200-pound magnet. So this steel door, bulletproof glass, now opens up.
Wow.
So check out this, Flair.
Wow. I need something like this.
Yeah, I think everybody needs one. This
I
is,
think
yeah.
everybody needs something like this.
It's hard. Yeah, it's all made out of walnut wood.
Okay.
And it's been set up for his gun collection, but there's also room to do more with it.
Yep.
As you can see down below is the glass case, so he can keep his handguns in there.
Yep.
Around behind here is where he keeps all the bags that the guns come in. There's also
Yep.
a reloading center, so
Okay.
there's even more room behind, but this
This is
gives a sense of,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I
I
could
feel
live
like
with
I'm
one
in a
of
gun
these.
store.
Yeah, I
Like
know,
how
it's
it's
just-
all
Yeah,
displayed.
great.
yeah. So it's out of the way, it's safe, it's protected. It's also, this room could double as a safe room.
Yep.
So you could come in here, shut this door, right behind you here, Macy, scoot up. And when this door, if it shuts, you have this push to exit button. So you could get in here, and if there's a bad guy on the other side, you'd be doing this and he can't get to you, hit the exit, and when you want to come out, there's no, you can get out. You're not ever going to be locked in here.
Yeah.
And that's the magnet that has a force of 1,200 pounds.
Wow.
So no sense of having keys and whatever. And there's a backup battery on it.
Yeah.
All that. So we put several in houses. It's kind of a neat feature.
Yeah.
So this is something you think you want to
Yeah, I
redesign
think
in your
this-
house?
This might be a must-have for me. I don't know what Macy thinks, but I
long
vote
as
yeah.
I
I vote
can
yes.
All right, you heard it here, folks. We got to get Flair a cool gun room.
I'm voting for it.
All right, all right.
Yeah, I'm all for this.
Do we have a budget?
No.
Yeah, no budget. All right, well then we'll put this to shame. So there you have it, Andrew. Quite the house. What'd you think of that?
That place is crazy. I don't think it's quite what we are planning, but we have some really good ideas. Man cave for sure is one that I'm
Good.
keeping in the back of my mind. I got some good ideas. What do you think? You liked it?
Yeah. It's
It was
beautiful.
pretty awesome. But
So, well, I think your style might be a little different than what we have here, but I
Yep.
wanted you to get a sense of size and
Yep.
quality, what we can do.
Yep.
So that's our tour, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, like, subscribe, and comment below.